Hello everybody, welcome to the GALAX PRO Wood working room. We're here to present to you one of our two bestseller circular saw. Now as we all know, the circ saw is one of the must-haves in your woodworking lab. Now if you want to be cutting through plywood or different materials like metals, PVC pipes, this is one of those tools that you will need. So in this video, I want to take you through these two circular saws. I want to show you the different parts of the circular saw. I want to show you the different things that this circular saw has and that this one does not have. And finally, I want to show you briefly how you can mount or unmount this circ saw blade right here. So you're welcome to join us. Let's jump right in. So the circular saw has different main parts. The first one to take note is there's a cord. So for this cord, it is used to be plugged in. There are cordless circular saws. You can visit us on GALAX Pro Amazon page and you can find some of them. But this specific one is a corded circ saw. Next, we have a handle. Two handles, as a matter of fact. We have a back handle and a front handle. These ones can enable you to handle your saw properly. Next, there is the upper guard and the lower guard. Now, the lower guard can be retracted up and back. It's mainly for protective purposes, so you want to keep it in. Next part I want to show you is the base plate. So for this base plate right here, it can be moved when you are cutting 0 degrees or 45 degrees. On the other hand, we have a depth adjustment lever, which is right here at the back. Once it is up, you can adjust from 0 to 65 millimeters according to how you want. Finally, we have the part of the carbon brush. Most of the problems that will arise when you're using a circular saw is that this carbon brush might go bad. So if you have a circ saw that you've been using for a while, check the carbon brush, make sure it's changed. So in this next part, I'm going to show you the comparison in between these two, and we're going to have a good time next on. Let's go. In this part, I want to show you how you can mount and unmount your saw blade. So first thing you want to take note of is that these specific tooth on the circular saw blade have a specific direction they go into. When you look on this upper guard of the circular saw, you will see an arrow that goes up. You want to make sure that the direction of the tooth are going in the same direction of the arrow. So we're going to mount this circular saw blade. We're going to begin by removing the clutch and placing the saw blade in. Once the saw blade is in, using the clutch now, we can use the Allen key for us to be able to mount and make it hold. We have a button right here that we want to use. So what we want to do now is to make it hold properly. Once it's holding, we can go on. So for the 76321L, we have a particularity that it carries a laser. The laser, what is it for? It helps you to cut with precise. It has 2 batteries on the inside using a drill, and it can help you to cut precisely in your cuts. The next accessory that I'm going to be presenting to you is called the rib fence. The rib fence is a very handy tool. It is used when you want to make nice and straight cuts. You do not have a table saw, for example, and you want to make a nice and straight cut into any material, this tool is going to come in very handy for you. Now, how do you install the rib fence? It's very easy. On this specific circ saw, the rib fence can be installed either on one side or on the other. For this side, it is sliced in through the slot on the side here and held together by the switch clamp in the middle here. Now the size between the fence and my blade is the size where I can rip my material through. So in this next part, I want to take you through the differences between the 76321L and the 76331. So the main difference that it has is that one carries a laser and another one doesn't. On the other hand, both of them can cut from 0 to 45 degrees. This one can cut up to a level of 7¼ inch at 45 degrees. This one, on the other hand, for the 76331, will have a depth adjustment, whereby it can cut to 1/5/8 of the depth adjustment. Different from this one, that will show us at 0 to 65 millimeters of depth adjustment, just the same. So this was the 76321L and the 76331 GALAX Pro circular saw. These two can be very helpful for your DIY jobs, whether you're a beginner or you're a pro. You're welcome to visit us and get the one that is most suitable for you. For me personally, this laser guide will be very helpful for you, so you might want to keep a look on this. Otherwise, thank you for being with us. See you next time.